Gareth, welcome into Triple R. Nice to have you in here on the eve of the CD launch.
Yeah.
I guess a couple of logistical questions. For the two shows over the weekend, is it just you and guitar on stage?
Yep, just me.
So that's a fairly daunting task, I would imagine, stepping out from the band and carrying the whole thing.
I've done a lot of it before, but it's all drone songs, which I kind of know. I can play them in my sleep. So this is the first time I've done it with a bunch of kind of new songs. It's hard to kind of just do them by muscle memory until you've done them about 30 times.
I guess, though, when you step out and you do this on your own, the focus is squarely on you. There's no kind of theatrics. I mean, it's the song becomes the focus.
Yeah.
Which is very much kind of the album. It's a very sort of literal album in that sense.
Yeah. Pressure's on.
It will be magnificent. The decision to do a solo album at this time, is it something that has always been a burning ambition with you, or did you feel that you had songs that didn't quite fit the band and that you wanted to say something different with your solo album?
No, I never really have songs that are sort of sitting around. Not usually. Usually what you see is what you get. There's no kind of, songs that might come out later. But so all the songs written for this were written, right before it was recorded with, that sole intention in mind. And it's just something I haven't done. I'm just always really hanging to do anything I haven't done. And this was one of those things, and it was easy to make happen because it was up to me and Burke really to, go and do it,
But so there's no kind of delineation in a sense in your head as to this is a song that, actually this could be a song that the Drones could do, as opposed to, no, this is something I'll keep for a solo album. No,
I think you could do anything with anyone, if you sort of gave it the time. You'd sort of make it work sooner or later. So I don't really see it like that. I mean, the Drones could do those perfectly well, I think. It's just it's really something to do.
It seems that a lot of attention was put into kind of creating the mood and the space to record these songs. And if I'm not mistaken, in one of the songs, I think I can even hear the fire crackling in the background.
Yeah. I was sitting right near it. It was cold. The mansions are cold. I don't know how anyone lives in them. But I think that place used to have a fire boy. I think it was like 19 staff living there. It's that big. And one of them was the fire little kid who'd run around and keep fires going all day.
But is it very important to you, not only with this record but with the Drones, to actually create that mood to record in? I mean, the Drones albums have been recorded in farmhouses and
I think it's more of a matter of just letting things in. You don't kind of when the fire crackles, you don't freak out and stick a bunch of sandbags in front of it to stop it. You know what I mean? You just fuck it, let it be. A lot of those things, to get a mood, or say to get an album that flows, or they're actually easier than you think, because you just don't meddle. I guess the hard part is sort of controlling your impulse to meddle in things and try and control situations. Like, I'm not really a control freak, so and it'll give if you just let a mansion do its thing. Let the rain fall and let the fire crackle and let the wind blow, and you kind of just, let the echo. You'll give your entire album a flavour, and then it's just, it's actually easier.
I also get the impression, not knowing you very well at all, but I get the impression that you must do a fair amount of reading of kind of Australian history and culture to have those stories that you tell through your songs.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm not a scholar, or I'm not like, I'm not sure I would do much more than, other people with sort of a passing interest in that. I don't know. I think things just stick in my head. I mean, certain things just stick. Like, say, the Blondin, the Wire Walker guy, like, you know, it was something I could use. His story was like a sort of a metaphor I can, you know, put into a song and make it mean something else. So I just went, oh, I remember that. You know what I mean? Or I just automatically remembered it. So I'm not like scanning the archives. Kind of, you know.
The National Library.
No, I'm not down there, you know. I mean, I'd like to go. I've been there a few times. It's really nice, but, like, yeah.
Are you the sort of person who kind of walks around with the kind of euphemistic notepad in the pocket going, ooh, there's an idea that...
No, I've tried. I've tried the notepad thing and it never works. I mean, you could write a kind of... It's, you know, a good line is only good, you know, relative to its relationship to the two lines before and after it. So if you have a good line, you write it in a notebook, it's just, you know, 6 months down the track when you open the notebook, you go, well, what the fuck was I thinking about? You really don't know because there's no context and there's no...
Yep.
You know, I mean, you can make some atrocious lines, good lines, by just simply putting a good line before and after it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and I'm not sort of a guy to sit under a, you know, weeping willow near a river and write poetry or anything like that, you know. Yeah. I'm useless usually. I'm just a walking hangover that needs to be at sound check, so I'm pretty useless. Yeah.
That old wistful kind of, you know, sun dappling through the willow trees. And
yeah. And I've got like a puffy shirt, you know, those old Keats type things. Yeah.
Your middle name's Heath or something.
Yeah.
Now, off air we were talking about touring this record. I mean, obviously you're playing this weekend, a couple of shows, but from here on in, over the summer, will we see you around town kind of doing further shows? Yeah, I'll do... I think I'm doing a few festivals and that there's sort of out of town, Queenscliff and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'll do these ones. I've got 10 shows coming up, and then I think early next year, I'll do some more. Yeah, but it's a classic thing. Plans always change. The minute I say anything, it's just going to be completely different. Yeah.